Hello, this is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire, and welcome to live video sales training on Be.Live. The purpose of these live broadcasts, which take place at 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, is to look at the ways that we can use live video to market and to sell. And I'm using the countdown clock so that I can go live on Facebook, hello Facebook, YouTube, hello YouTube, and on LinkedIn as well. So hello to everybody watching live. If you have any questions during the broadcast, then please do ask. Okay, so the stage is set, and I'll be with you in 10 seconds. Okay, everything's ready. Beautiful day out there, outside today. And over to me. Okay, so it is a beautiful sunny day outside. We were just sat outside for lunch. We've been for our walk, which we do every lunchtime, and got back sitting outside, and it started to rain, but it seems to have disappeared now, and it's cleared up into a bright sunny day. Right, okay, now there is a lot going on this week, and that lot is live video production weekly. But let's just have a look around my studio, and I can explain one or two things about what's going on. So today's broadcast is live video sales training, and we're looking at ways in which you can market and sell on Amazon Live, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, I also have a regular show called Lights, Camera, Action on Amazon Live, talking about webcams, audio gear, microphones, live video, and Fitbits. That's the action part of it. And that is weekdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Now, this week, because we've got a special week, which I'll tell you about in a moment, I'm actually going live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, and back. Because I'm on Be.Live, I can use two cameras. This is my second camera, and that is a Logitech Brio, and you can see my desktop, and you can see the sunshine. You can also see my iPad, and of course, this being Be.Live show, my Be.Live mug. In fact, I show that on all the broadcasts that I do. Okay, so this camera can actually look at more than one place, which is absolutely brilliant. So take that camera off. Okay, and the next one, I'm going to put full screen, and just a minute, I'm going to put full screen. Okay, try again. Okay, this is where I live. Well, no, that's not strictly true. I live close, within half an hour of Stonehenge, and I'm able to go there 4 or 5 times a year with Angelica, and to take the mobile phone and the gimbal and shoot video. I live in Devizes. Now, just to be able to spell Devizes is not easy. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, I'm just going down here. This is Devizes, and this is one of the parks in Devizes. This is Hillworth Park. And as you can see, we have a parks department who do us proud. And they're responsible for all the flower displays all around town. And Hillworth Park has 2 tennis courts, 2 children's playgrounds, and it hosts every year music concerts and open air cinema. This is the main shopping street in Devizes. And I actually caught it early in the morning, so it's very quiet. Normally it has thronging crowds, and over to this is the street leading up into the town centre. Top right, the cream building is the town hall, and then the buildings in front of that all have blue plaques. They are preserved buildings. There's St. John's Church, which is a working church and also acts as a centre for dramatic presentations and for musicals as well. A living church. This is the Crammer, which is a few moments round the corner from where Angelica and I live. and it's a man-made pond. It does have, well, it's got a story behind it, which I'll tell you one day. Okay, town centre, market. The town as a whole has the charter from the king to hold farmers markets. So farmers come along selling local produce. That's vegetables, dairy, cheeses. It's absolutely brilliant to pop into town on a Thursday and buy fresh goods. This is not Devizes. This is the Courts Garden, which is close by. And it does snow in Devizes sometime, although it's bright and sunny today. And then we have a carnival in Devizes. Bands come from all around Wiltshire. And it's a splendid evening with, he said, with, just let me go here, with a confetti battle. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that it's a bit dark where I am, even though the sun's shining. So I'm going to turn my Logitech Litra light on. Now that I'm on Amazon Live, it's a bit difficult to get out of the mood. Right, okay, now, things to catch up on. I'm going to hide the cards. I don't need that card. I don't need that card. That can go. That can go. I can switch my second camera off. And you're just now left with, this is, if I take myself off, I'm going to put that full screen. Not that, that. Okay, this is Live Video Production Week, and a team of people. That's Nick Wood, me, Brigitte Limbanda, Joe Shepherd, Lillian Moyler, Marco Novo, Linda Sunshine West, and of course, Lottie Hearn are live for 6 days, looking at a different system each day. Now, yesterday, Nick Wood hosted the show on Be.Live, and shall we just play a clip from it just to set the background for this? We're talking about Nick's broadcasting on Be.Live with Adair, the cooking show. So let's listen in. Live, which I thought was totally brave and amazing, and that was on Amazon Live, and it had a very good reception, a very good one.
It did. It was a lovely show to do. It was just one of those things. I think Adair's boat became a bit of an issue at one stage, so it'd be lovely, Adair, to, if you're watching, #replay Adair, to rekindle that show, because it was good fun. And again, we couldn't have done it without Be.Live, because we had the multiple cameras, and it just did work. And actually, the whole birth of that show was because you know, I was on an Amazon live streaming on Amazon and into Facebook and into YouTube. Adair was watching on the Facebook channel and started chatting in the comments, and then we just went from there, and we were just chatting, and that's how it all came about. So that's the thing about live streaming. It is just one of the most powerful ways to network as well, because you know, you just don't know who's watching until after the event. And hey, Lyra, see, now Elo can see what you look like. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I hope it's a good thing.
Just a note about the cooking show. Adair didn't find out that Nick was a master chef until they'd done a couple of shows. And the other thing is, Nick had a slight advantage. Nick was most definitely on the land, and Adair lives on a boat. Exactly, so in choppy weather, the show couldn't take place.
No, it was a real shame. It was a real shame. But yes, it meant, actually, it's a couple of good things. It meant that we couldn't use an oven, which was quite cool. And yeah, we could only use the hob. But you know, Adair always had the most beautiful backdrop when you could see out from her boat. But yeah, no, I was gonna say, to finish the story, I wasn't going to put my chef whites on. But the very first show, Adair had the most colourful shirt on. You know, I thought, wow, she's gonna steal my thunder. I said, I'm gonna go get my shirt, and the look on her face was priceless. But yeah, one of those things. I need to get that to get that back up and running for sure. Cool. All right, so we are here to talk about Be.Live and the fact that we use Be.Live for marketing and selling. And as Stephen alluded to earlier, and maybe you want to just tell us a little bit more about this journey. You're now developing it more for the affiliate marketing side as well, Stephen, so not just the sales. So
yeah, we sort of, I mean, I was persuaded. Right, we're now back to me. I'm going to go side by side. If you didn't catch the full broadcast, it's on Nick Wood's page on Facebook. It's also on his YouTube channel, and you can watch the full show. And I've got to tell you, it's worth watching because Lyra actually tells us about a new feature on Be.Live, which is coming out, hopefully for this quarter. If it does, it'll be absolutely amazing. It'll change the way that we broadcast and produce shows. Now, the thing that you'll notice there is that we're looking at 6 different systems. We're looking, Be.Live was yesterday. Today is a system called EV Mux with Marco Novo. Wednesday is Melon. Thursday is Restream. Friday is Wave. And then next Monday, we're looking at StreamYard. But the whole point about this is that by actually looking at different systems, you come to appreciate how good the system you love is. And I've got to say, I've looked at, the only one I haven't seen is EV Mux, which I'm looking forward to at 3 o'clock today, 10 a.m. Eastern with Marco. But I've been using all the systems that we're looking at this week, with the exception of StreamYard and EV Mux. And I've got to tell you that the most complete system for live marketing is Be.Live, and for that reason I'm going to put the logo top right so that we all know what I'm talking about. So Be.Live has all the features we need in a live selling system, a marketing system. For a start, if we go here, and I'm just going to hide that for a moment and not go full screen, just a second. Okay, Be.Live is the only system that allows you to show images on screen. I was in a different forum yesterday, and somebody said, can I show an image on screen? And they said, yes, you'll have to put the image into another Chrome tab and then share the tab. Now, that would work, but it's not as easy because in my Be.Live studio, I can bring in images from my desktop, images from Facebook, and PDFs, and a whole range of documents can be brought directly into the studio. And with as we've just seen when I showed the photographs of devices, if I bring those up on screen again, if I can find them, I can actually cycle through the images. Now, if you try to do this on other systems, you can't, okay? Because you'd have to, I don't know what you'd do. I don't know how people display images with other systems. With Be.Live, it's so simple and so straightforward and so effective. I mean, these are images from our travels and from the place we live in devices, which allows me on Amazon Live later to tell the story of where I live. I don't know another system. I'm willing to be contradicted, but I don't know another system where you can actually do this. As I go through the ones that we missed. Oh, back to Stonehenge. We got back to Stonehenge. Okay. I've got a video on YouTube about Stonehenge made using the home video, which will be in the carousel on Amazon Live at 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. today. See how things intermix. But something as simple as showing images is very difficult on other systems. The second fact is that I've got an agenda here and I can put up welcome to the show. This is live video sales training with Steven. And I can put that up as well. Marketing and selling on Amazon Live, Facebook and YouTube. Now, other systems have got captions. What I'm talking about is I've been reviewing 4 systems in the last week. Other systems got captions. Be.Live has an agenda, and it means that I can flick between items in my agenda and show them on screen. I'm not restricted to one set of captions. The other thing is that Be.Live now has multiple studios. So I've got a studio for Blowing for Britain. Ask Angelica is live this Friday. I've got a studio for Amazon Live at 11 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Eastern today. I've got a studio for this, which is live video selling, training. And every single studio has its own agendas, its own run of show, unique to that show, which means that I don't get lost anymore. I've got the shows, I've got the graphics for the show, I've got the videos for the show, and I've got the agendas for the show. And I can, before I go live, I can decide which studio I want to broadcast from, which makes it all very, very simple. Another system that I know has the ability to show on screen an agenda or run of show. Okay, so as we started the story, let's just go with it. Be.Live selling features, and these are to a large extent peculiar to Be.Live. Be.Live is the only system that can do this so readily and so easily. Multiple host cameras. Okay, I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to take myself off. Okay, so I can have, just go like this, possibly like this. No, that's do. I can have two cameras on screen. Now, there are some systems that have two cameras on screen, but not everybody has got two cameras on screen. For marketing, having two cameras on screen is a must, because you've got the main screen where you appear, and then you've got the secondary camera where you can actually do a presentation or a display. Absolutely. It's just easier with, well, it's only possible with two cameras. If you're restricted to one camera, then it just couldn't be done. Next thing, as far as Be.Live is concerned, 8 people on screen. Now, I know systems have more, but we can now have 8 people on screen, which is a recent improvement. Multiple studio templates I've just talked about. So as I said, I've got different templates for Ask Angelica, Blowing for Britain, live video sales, and Amazon Live, and I can switch between them before I go live. In the when I was doing the beta for this, we could actually switch between studios whilst we were live, which was absolutely amazing. So if anybody from Be.Live is watching at the moment, the ability to switch studios whilst you're live, and which I know exists, if that could be switched on, then, well, one, you wouldn't go into the wrong studio. You can actually switch into the right studio whilst you're live. And the second thing is that different studios have different assets, as I said earlier, different images, different genders, and you could seamlessly switch from one studio to another. That would be absolutely awesome. I know this is part of the syndrome where you say, well, now we can do that. What's next? You can now, within Be.Live, you can share PDFs. Now, I did this the other day. It is seamless. You just give it the system the PDF and display it on screen. Simple and straightforward. And I did it with Slideshow as well. But that's in another studio. I've got that all set up in another studio. Just a minute. No, I can't. I can't do it now while I'm live. I can't switch. But never mind. YouTube video player. Now, we talked earlier about sharing, and yes, you can, most systems you can share a YouTube video, but you're sharing it. Be.Live has got a built-in YouTube video player, and it's just as if you were playing the video on YouTube itself. It goes full screen. You've got control. You can fast forward, you can rewind, you can pause, all from within your Be.Live studio. So this is a true YouTube video player, not a screen share. The next thing I started off with is images and slideshows. This is basically, I'm just glad that Be.Live has got it. Be.Live is the only system that has this feature, And when you're actually broadcasting on Amazon Live, the ability to actually show images of product or images of where you live, or Now, just to go back to the YouTube player for a moment, because I use the YouTube player for product videos. I put together short product videos and I can display them during my live broadcast. And the thing about making a product video is that you don't forget anything because you rehearse beforehand and it's got everything. Second thing I use it for is for playing. I've got a home gimbal and I make videos, Stonehenge, Courts Garden, Avebury, Salisbury Cathedral, and I can show them during my presentation. Now, this is brilliant on Amazon Live or when you're selling, because I'm selling the gimbal and the microphone. Yeah, I love the, I mean, I've done quite well, excuse me, talking about the Pell microphones. And with the video player, basically, it's good. Now I've got something coming. Due to fit. Okay. I got a message, and we say hello to Corinda. Just a minute, I'll get it on screen. Corinda, YouTube player is very good. I agree, Corinda, totally. And Corinda again, and he loves the power microphone. Okay, brilliant. Okay, thank you, Corinda. So YouTube video allows me to tell not only the gimbal, but also the microphone. So YouTube video player comes into its own in a marketing show. Images and slideshows we've spoken about, they make a great deal of difference when you're actually selling. And the live selling system, if you're selling live on Facebook and YouTube, then you can use the live selling system. I'm just going to bring this up on screen. Okay, just give me a second. Live selling system means that I can show an image on screen, and because I've shown the image on screen, it will, in fact, put a link. If I put this right, just a minute, I just need to change things. I'm going to say hello in a minute, just hang on. If I go here and change to there. Okay, I'm going to hide my second camera. I'm going to hide that. I just want to make a point. I'm going to hide it. I hid myself then. Not good. Got carried away. But the live selling system means that I can show this on screen, take myself off full screen and go here. Yeah. I can show an image on screen. Let's go side by side. I can show an image on screen, and as it has done, what happens is it posts a link both on Facebook and YouTube. No other system has this. This is Be.Live marketing on Facebook and YouTube by putting a comment in the live comments on the live broadcast to your landing page, so that people can click the link and go straight to the landing page and actually buy and pay whilst you are live. Now, to me, this is very, very powerful. So it's gone onto Facebook and it's gone on to YouTube. And the thing is, if you click that link now, you'll see that I'm live there at the moment. Okay, because when I broadcast live, when I broadcast live, I always broadcast out to the website. So you can watch this broadcast either on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Hello, if you're watching there, and it'll go live. We'll say hello to Facebook user who's watching in a group. Oh, watching in the live video sales group. Welcome. I can't see your name for the moment. If you click the link up above, then that will allow me to see your name. Now, it's got to be renewed every so often. I know you may have clicked it before and it's a pain, but if you click the link, next time you comment, I'll actually see your name. And over to Corinda. And Corinda is saying, can you use live selling on Amazon as well? No. Basically, as far as Amazon is concerned, it's it's a system on its own, and they don't have a programming interface that anybody can use at the moment. So it is an ecosystem on its own. We don't need to drop links on Amazon, because when we're live on Amazon, we've got the carousel below us, and we can say, okay, if you're interested in a Logitech video camera, press the image in the carousel. If you're interested in the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, press the image in the carousel. So it's already built in to Amazon Live. I'm looking forward to the day when we can actually show Amazon Live comments in Be.Live. But there isn't a public API, there isn't a way to do it at the moment. And until Amazon actually decide and release it, then there's nothing that can be done. Technically impossible at the moment. Okay, so the live selling system simply works, and you could send people off to any page that you like and say, go and take a look at the product, here's more information, and by the way, you can actually buy. And over to Corinda, and Corinda is saying, I want to ask you a question. How do you create a chat on your website? Okay, that's a fair question. Okay, now, if I go here, I can actually show you, just a minute. I just need to load something. Okay, and I'm going to there. Okay, just give me a second. I just need to log into the website, and I'll give you an answer to your question, because broadcasting to your website is becoming increasingly important, and you can do it by having a studio. Let's go here, and I'm getting there. Just give me a second. I'm probably leaning at the moment. View. Okay, so I'm going to copy a link. I'm going to bring it into my studio now. Thank you for waiting and being patient. But if I go to share now, okay, and I'm going to share a tab. No, I'm going to go, right. Okay, I wasn't prepared for this, you can probably tell. I want to share a tab. So I'm sharing a Chrome tab. I'm going to bring a Chrome tab in, and okay, I'm going to share it. And if I bring it up on screen, I can show you what Corinda is actually talking about. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up full screen. Okay, this is my website, and this is the live video production website. And I'm going to go hide that. I'm going to go picture in picture in a second. Not that way around, that way around. Okay, this is the website that we set up. You know, we're comparing six systems this week. And the team is, let's give the team a shout out again. Nick Wood, Steven Healey, Brigitte Limbanda, Joe Shepherd, Lillian Moyler, Marco Nervo, live in 32 minutes. Linda Sunshine West and Lottie Hearn. And as the systems reviewing, Nick reviewed, well, as you can see, I'm live on the website now. This is me live. And below that is Marco, because he's going live with EV Mux. And then underneath that is the video I shared with you earlier, which was yesterday's broadcast with Nick Wood and Lyra. And below that is the chat that was being talked about by Corinda. Now that is basically, it's a piece of third-party software, Corinda. If you want it on your website, then it will cost you $24 a month. But it does mean that you have integrated chat on your website. Now, I'm just going to prove this. And I'm going to go over to the website. Just give me a second just to prove this. And if I go here and say, hello, Corinda, then we've proved it's live. Corinda has commented, and I've just commented, and that's it. And I'll give you a link, Corinda, because in terms of websites, we know many, well, 3 ways of going live on it, 4 ways of going live on your website at the moment, as I'm live there now. So this is me live. and we can play recorded video, and we can have a live chat. And websites are going to be increasingly important in marketing this year. And we have the technology with Be.Live and the Marble. Is it Marble? I think it begins with M, Corinda. I used to have the name on there. I should actually put the name on there, but thank you for commenting on the website. And as you can see, it is totally live. Okay. Right. Now, the thing about broadcasting on Amazon is I actually broadcast for 2 hours on Amazon. I'm driven by the carousel. I'm selling all the time and I'm making money all the time, which is brilliant. But it does mean that I can do 2 hours stood on my head. Yeah, I can speak for 2 hours solo and broadcast solo. So I sometimes get carried away when I'm doing broadcasts for 30 minutes, which is what's happened today. So thank you to everybody who's commented, especially Corinda. And if you catch this on the replay, thank you. If you want to know anything about Be.Live, then you can ask myself or Nick Wood or Lyra. And it's Be.Live, basically. Final Be.Live feature, on-screen agenda, nobody else has that. And auto display of comments, nobody else can auto display comments. Basically, it's an AI at work and it decides whether a comment should be displayed automatically, and it does it. So those are the Be.Live selling advantages. And that is why, having looked at all the systems, 4 systems, I am firmly of the opinion, backed by the evidence, that Be.Live is number 1. Well said, Corinda. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you on Amazon at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 4:30 in the UK. Bye for now.